everyone and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be exploring Class 7 Science Chapter 4, Heat. Let's start. First, they'll talk about the different types of thermometers. There is clinical thermometer and there is laboratory thermometer. Now, what is the difference between the clinical and laboratory thermometer? We will come to that just in a second, but let's look at how a normal thermometer looks like. So here is a diagram. Let me just zoom in a little bit. Here's a diagram of what a thermometer looks like. It's in a glass tube filled with a liquid called mercury. Now mercury rises, meaning it boils or it rises when there is heat. That's how we can measure our temperature through mercury. Now, what's the difference between laboratory and clinical? Basically, clinical, when you take it out of under your tongue, because you measure your body temperature with clinical, when you take it out of your under your tongue, the mercury stays where it is for about a minute until it goes back down. But in a laboratory thermometer, it does not do that. It's once it comes out, it goes fully down, and once it goes in, it goes quickly up. Now, the range of human body temperature ranges from 35 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. Now, the average is 37 degrees Celsius or 97.5 degrees Fahrenheit. Laboratory thermometers range from minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Let's get it a bit smaller. There. Conduction. Conduction is the process of transfer of heat from a hot object to a cold object. The object which lets heat flow through them are called conductors. Example, copper or iron. You normally cook on those with the vessels made of copper or iron or metals. But the objects that do not let the heat pass through them is called insulators. Example, wood or plastic. Now, you might have seen in a vessel, you have handle to hold the vessel with, made of wood or plastic, so that part does not get warm. There's another thing called convection. Convection is the transfer of heat in liquid and gas. The water which is closest to the heat gets heated first, and then gets lighter as it rises upwards. And then the water on the side goes down to the heat and then rises up as well. With this process, all the water heats up. Putting your hand on top of a candle. Now, why do you feel more warmth on top of a candle rather than on the side of the candle? This is because of convection. Convection is, that when we looked at the water right above meaning right above it, gets heated first, and then the sides get heated. So the sides get less heat than the middle, right? So that's how that works. There's radiation. Radiation is the process of transferring heat in a wave. Example, the sun's heat reaches the earth's surface through radiation, heat radiation. Now there are two types of breeze that we're going to be talking about. Sea breeze and land breeze. Sea breeze is the air from the sea moving towards the land, and land breeze is the wind blowing from the land to the sea. Now, in the sea breeze, during the daytime, the land gets heat on a beach first. Heated. Okay, this is meant to be heated. First, on a beach first, then the water, because land can heat up really, really quickly, and the water takes a little bit of time to get heated up. Then the air above the land is so hot that it rises up while the cold air from the sea takes its place. So that's how the sea breeze works. Now in a land breeze, it's the opposite. During the night time, the land cools down before the sea as well. So it heats up first and it cools down first. And then the sea before the sea, resulting in the air above the sea to rise, and then the air above the land takes its place. One more thing that you might ask is that why in summer do we wear light colored clothes? It's because that in light color clothes, the clothes absorb less light than any other, and that's why it absorbs less heat also because heat is also light. So when it absorbs less, you feel less hot. But in dark colors like black, the cloth heats up because it needs so much light and heat to look good, meaning just to show off. Now, also another question arises that why in winter do we wear lots of layers instead of one thick layer? This is because of heat trapping. So now wool is a very bad conductor of heat. So when you wear something, your body heat gets trapped between the two things, your body and the cloth. That's why your heat doesn't escape. And when you have lots of layers, you feel more warm because you have more trapped heat. But when you wear something really thick, it does give you more heat, but it still doesn't give you as much as too many layers. So that's our chapter right there. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something new, and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.